Wayne Collins, will you cheer me up with some jokes?
Certainly. You heard about the man who jumped out of an airplane and he was having trouble opening his parachute. He just could not get the parachute to open. And as he's hurtling down to the ground, he sees a man who's shooting up in the air. And he said to this man who's shooting up in the air, "Sir, do you know anything about parachutes?" And the other man said, "No, do you know anything about gas stoves?" And the minister said to his congregation, "Next week I want you all to read the 17th chapter of the book of Mark." Well, the next week when they came back, he said, "How many of you have read the 17th chapter of Mark?" And all the hands went up, and he said, "That is interesting, because Mark only has 16 chapters." And then there were 3 ropes out on the sidewalk who decided they'd go into the restaurant, have something to eat.
Are these R-O-P-E-S?
Yes, ropes that you would use to tie something. And the head waiter said, "We don't serve ropes." So they walked back out of the restaurant, and as they were on the sidewalk, one of the ropes was very angry. He was very disgruntled. So he tousled his ends, and he tied himself into a knot, and he went back into the restaurant. And the waiter said, "Well, aren't you a rope?" And he said, "No, I'm afraid not."
Yay!
And then the man said to his priest, "Father, is it a sin if I play golf on Sundays?" And the priest said to him, "Son, I've watched you play golf, and the way you play, it's a sin for you to play any day." And then there was the sign in the coffee shop window. It said, "Don't make fun of our coffee. Someday you will be old and weak too."
Oh, that's good. And you rendered those very, very well, Wayne.
Thank you.
You should get an Academy Award, huh?
Thank you.